So we have survived removal day, and we've had a few hiccups. So the removal man arrived 2 hours after he was supposed to. I do apologise for the echo in here, but as you can see, the room is empty and the house is empty, and all I have to do now is take some stuff to the local déchetterie. That's their version of the tip, and I've got cleaning to do, but I just thought I would look at the process of removal. So I've got a bit of before and a bit of after, and I've got to say the company that we used have been very professional so far, and just thinking back to yesterday, it was a lot less stressful than I really thought it was going to be, partly because I was very organised about the boxes and I had a spreadsheet of what was in what box, how much it was worth, because we don't want to have an insurance claim, but if we do, we're prepared. So have a look and see the difference. So we're in our small salon, and I just want to show you the fact that we can basically hardly move around in here. So you can see there's a lot of boxes. So the morning after the move, my God, what an echo. And I've now got to clean the floors, give the place a good clean. Goodness me, how different it looks. So you might wonder where we're actually living at the moment. So, not here is the answer. Look at that. That was the original colour of the walls in here, so that needs a wee bit of tidying up. And we're living down in the gîte. So it's still raining outside, and we're actually in John's shed, and he's feeling very proud of himself because he has packed everything up, and there's an upstairs to this shed. And
it's empty upstairs.
It's empty upstairs. I didn't want to come in here and film before because honestly, it was really scary because there's just no way he was going to get himself organised, and we're really kind of on a timeline now. So the last time you saw John's shed, it looked very different. And to be honest with you, the last time I saw John's shed like this was the day we moved in. So he's got a few bits and bobs that a friend has asked if he can pass on. And we are just getting stuff ready to dump. But I have to say, you're a hero.
My shed is empty.
I never thought you'd do it. Well done.
It's all in the truck.
It's
Bad news is it's going to get unloaded at the other side.
And we've got to have a shed big enough for it all to go into. But well done. So we put all the stuff into the small van, and the small van drove 5 minutes down the road to the farm shop car park where they moved it from one van into the big Arctic truck. In total, it took 6 hours to move everything, and I've got to say it was stress-free for me, and I'm really, really pleased with it. So, well done, Removal Services Scotland. So we decided to use a Scottish removal firm. We thought that would be best, that there wouldn't be any translation issues, and we're Scottish ourselves. We know how we all get on and work, and we can be as stressy and blunt as we have to be. I've got to say, the driver who came, his name's John, as well as my John, He was absolutely first class, really relaxed, dead organised, really took care of our belongings. I was very, very impressed. Alongside him and his giant Arctic truck that actually couldn't get into our uh, front gate, which filled me with dread, but he reassured me that they had a local van with two French guys for basically their muscles, who were going to put the stuff into the smaller van, carry it over to the big Arctic truck and fill it from there. And it worked really well. It worked really well. Even considering that we had to get our Ivor Williams shape trailer onto the Arctic and there was no tailgate. And we relied very much on our local farming community who managed to get a forklift and forklift the trailer into the Arctic. Now, this isn't going to be an issue at the other end because the company that we have gone with have a forklift and we'll be able to get it down and we will just hitch it onto the back of our car and drive it home. You can imagine how stressed yesterday was, but it all went swimmingly. So many thanks to John and to Removal Services Scotland, who I will make a note of in this video, because so far I'm 100% impressed at your service. Thank you. So moving ahead to the new house, woohoo! So we've got some plans and I've been thinking about the garden because that is a project very close to my heart. I love self-sufficiency, I love growing and producing my own food, but I'm very limited with the size, so there's a little picture of the garden. At the back it's very slopey, so the plan is, I think, to put some raspberries and blackcurrant bushes in various bits where I can fit them. This will happen after we clear the brambles and have a look at any issues that may turn up, because life just does not go in a linear plane and there are ups and downs in gardening too. The front garden, I have always had at least one apple tree in my garden, and this is a really small garden with a picture perfect view, which I don't want to spoil. So I was thinking, how do I do this? How can I have a couple of apple trees and then bingo, espalier or step over apples. Now, next to the parking place at the front of the house, there is a small area next to the formal garden. And this would be perfect to put some low-growing apple trees. Now, I can buy some rootstocks in the UK because customs and plant health regulations mean I cannot take anything from France back to the UK, but I can buy rootstocks in the UK and I can graft varieties onto them because I've done this for years and that is what I do. Then it is just a matter of waiting till that takes, which is about 6 to 8 weeks, and then training the tree. So I can have my fruit trees. You can do it too. I am going to make videos about this, about the whole process and the journey of having apple trees. So keep watching the channel and see how I got on. I haven't decided about whether it will be step overs, which is basically one trunk that comes up and then splits into two, or if I just do mini espaliers. So it will be one trunk coming up, two branches going off and leaving a leader, and then another two. That sounds to me more like what I can envisage. And I don't need to have the same variety on each branch. As long as they're compatible and they have the same rate of vigour, I can do this. So I can see me for the next couple of months in the new house, sitting and looking through Scottish varieties that do well in that area, that are disease resistant and fruitful. So keep watching. So that's the plan for the garden. Now, the other thing that we would like to do is do solar, but I'm going to talk about that more in another video.